I'm on Ealing Road in Wembley, just on my way to the Trader Centre. I just saw this van.
On the first watch, you would assume the man to be Islamophobic, recording a video complaining about the Quranic verse on the car. However, the reality is much different.
And so, being English and not Muslim, I know that a lot of people do worry when they see this kind of large Islamic writing on a black background, and so I thought I'd make a quick video.
This is Charles deara, the producer behind the world's most translated movie and song, and the man in this viral video.
It's inna here. Inna, there actually should be a little mark there. Inna, which means indeed, we. Inna lillahi, lillahi, we belong to God. Inna lillahi. Wa, which means and. Inna, indeed we. Ilayhi, go towards, going towards him. Ilayhi, raj'un, we will return to God. So, indeed we come from God, and to him we will return.
Here, deara explains the meaning behind the phrase, taking the viewers through every word in the verse. The video went viral, getting him more than 1 million views in less than 3 weeks. Many were surprised by his knowledge. One viewer even questioned how he came to understand the language so well.
أنت بتتكلم في اللهجة السعودية. ما عمري شفت شخص أوروبي بيتكلم عربي. كم عشت في السعودية؟
ما زرت أي دولة في الشرق الأوسط. علمت نفسي لهجات مختلفة.
In his short film, he reveals he learned Arabic with different dialects without even going to a Middle Eastern country, all while speaking in Arabic in the 3 dialects. Not only that, he actually speaks multiple languages, from Urdu, Arabic, Hindi, Tamil, to even some lesser-known languages. deara has collaborated with hill tribes in regions such as Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland, as well as various communities across Africa, to translate his short film, Salvation, and Sar Jukaki song. Many of these languages are listed as endangered by the UN, and this marks the first time they have been featured in an international film or song.
And the reason why they've written this is because this is actually a hearse. I know it looks unusual to us, we have windows on the side of a hearse, but this company has bought a van, and this is to carry the deceased, and so they've written this Quranic verse to lift people's spirits in a time of bereavement, to say when we die, we return to God, and that's why they've written this here, to comfort people in this time. So that's what it means.
Charles deara also goes on to explain the reason why the verse was on the van, to inform his viewers and shatter stereotypes. But this wasn't the only occasion where he has made a video like this.
So just buying bananas in this shop, by the way. I recommend them, very nice. Look what I've just seen. This is sort of stylized, calligraphized verses from the Quran that you will see in people's homes and in shops.
Then Charles deara takes time to explain the types and meanings behind every single article in the video.
It's very complicated. They've stylized it. It's Islamic tradition to do this, and the same here, to stylize it and turn the words into art. So for non-Muslims, it makes it very difficult to read. So let me try and explain. This you'll see a lot, and the reason why you'll see this a lot is because this is actually a stylized version of the most popular verse in the Quran. It's often spoken about. It's sort of it's chapter 255 bhai ye ayat va 255 ye ayat Quran Haji. Yeah, okay, so it's 255.
He even reveals how he wanted to become the first ever non-Muslim in the world to memorize the whole Quran, which explains his extensive knowledge about Islam. He also shares how this surah was the longest and most difficult to learn, so he was not on the path to learn the Quran entirely.
I was on a journey to become the first ever non-Muslim in history to memorize the whole Quran, and I started with the later chapters, the shorter ones like Fil and the other ones. I then came forward to chapter 2, which is very, very long, and it just stumped me. This is the 250th. You can see what a long chapter it is. This is the 255th verse, and it's very popular.
He further goes on to explain the meaning behind the verse, translating and sharing it with his viewers so they can understand Islamic calligraphy.
Look, the definite article the. So in the verse, this verse, it says, it talks about how Allah is in the heavens and the earth, and He knows the present and the future. So there's a lot of definite articles used. It basically, it's called the throne verse. So it talks about how His throne, rather like His kingdom, is over the heavens and over the earth. No one is greater than Him. Who can intercede? No one can intercede with Him without His permission. And He knows what is happening to you, and He knows your future, and so on and so on.
Charles explains the verse from Surah Baqarah as he translates and shares the meaningful message behind it. Charles deara has also shown knowledge and interest in other religions and cultures. However, his knowledge of Islam as a non-Muslim is very impressive. He aims to educate his viewers and challenge stereotypes. It is a mission he seems passionate about. This isn't the only time he has shared insights like these. He often uses social media platforms to convey his thoughts and findings.
I've just been recognized. He just came up to me and he showed me TikTok. So you know me from TikTok. And so have you seen, what videos have you seen?
I've only seen that one video.
Which one?
The one where you've translated something that's on a funeral card.
Oh, yeah. I only uploaded that on Friday. And it's gone completely viral. Today's Sunday. 2 days. Is that your wife?
No.
All right. It's only been 2 days, and it's got, I think, 700,000 views in 2 days. Amazing.
A man even came up to Charles deara only days after the viral video, appreciating his explanation on the verse present on the funeral card. He even shares his compliments on Charles' videos, sharing how he loved everything about the video and that it was touching.
It's just so beautiful.
Indeed, it was a beautiful video that you uploaded as well, and it was so heartwarming to hear this from yourself and how you explained everything. It was better than anything I've heard before.
Oh, bless your heart.
The impact of a TikTok made on a whim has made on millions shows how there is still hope for compassion, understanding, and tolerance in this world. More people like Charles can actually bring more change in this world. May Allah guide him towards Islam.